Hey guys, welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. We are now going to fix up an elevator so we can take a ride down into more hell. Professor Taylor.
Something's wrong. Oh, so wrong.
Yep, you have no idea how right you are, Daniel. Another note.
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day.
Is that an actual thing in
ancient
the real
times,
world, the
orbs
globus
were held by
cruciger?
priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
That's because you are responsible, Daniel. Although, maybe not directly? So, this is the first of 4 puzzles, so to speak, which we need to solve in order to get the elevator to work. So, if we look back on the elevator instructions, it says up 8, down 8. So if you know your Roman numerals, you'll know what these numbers stand for. But I might still cock this up. 3, 8, 1, 6. Or get it right first try. That's a bit of hit and miss one. Tinder boxes, gotta keep an eye for them. That would be a very difficult one to get. I'm pretty sure that's the shadow making that noise. That's probably just lagging behind us, taking its sweet time. Got plenty of tinder boxes to spare.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote,
I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander.
What am I to make of this? Protect me from what?
The
Is someone
shadow.
after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void.
The shadow
The last few
calling
weeks
to you,
have been
Daniel.
awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate,
Don't.
in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
He will die. Machine equipment memo notes that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. So with this one, this applies to the rods that we found. 4 phase, amplitude, trinity, and flow cycle. Complete steam flow cycle. And they all apply to these shapes here. So we have a circle, which applies to flow, a triangle, tri, me as in trinity, and a square. 4 sides, 4 phases. We need you. These are pretty sizable. I wonder how heavy they are. Throw it down the stairs. Another one. Throw it down the stairs. Oh, that steam is so good for my skin. Yep. Pick him at the throw. Inside. Those are oil. We're doing good. Inside.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me.
Bet you regrets
I
going
have
on that
no
expedition,
choice
don't you, Daniel?
but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims.
He does.
If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
He knows, but he's not exactly on your side, Daniel. So now I just have to put these gears on here. There's another one hidden right here. Lights up. Hup. Get on there. Up in you. Is that rust or blood? It looks like blood. Oil. Tin boxes. Anywhere? There. And now we have to feed this thing, feed coal into the coal burner. 2 points! Ooh, got it. Three points! Huh. Third time. 3 for 3, I should say. 4 points! Ha, how's that? Burn! Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. And elevator's on. Again, sanity is now put up to full. But this happens. Again. Ow. 3 loaded in. Ow. This is very clearly talking about Daniel when he finds Dr. Tate killed. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, skin flayed as if boiled. You gotta wonder what that looks like. Oh! And the shadow once again blocks our way back. Put some oil on those hinges. Yep. Down we go. Is there a song about an elevator? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. This would be a good spot to put an enemy looking in on you through the doors. Whoop! There's a shadow again. Filling the area with jam. Oh, what's happening? Plummeting to our death! And somehow we survived. Like, you really should not realistically survive something like that. Doors have been thrown out. So now we come to what will be the next quit part for players.
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come. Don't linger.
So now we're at the dungeon, which is very spooky. This is another one of the more nerve-wracking parts because there are grunts pretty much everywhere, and you've got to keep an ear out for them. Get out of the way, rocks. You also hear a brute a couple of times, but they don't really appear until a little later. More flower petals. Like you. There's the brute. So clearly there was a brute hidden down here, and he's just broken out of a cell. So there's 4 cell areas here. The first 2 are on this level, and the other 2 are on a lower level. Yep. This is definitely where that brute came out from, just by the smashed door. And be prepared to see cockroaches crawling over the screen. Because we're going to be in low sanity pretty much the entire time we're in the dungeons. He's got some little mice friends. $20 is 38. Oh, first grunt. So just hide in the dark. Hide in the dark. Stare at the wall. Crouch. Let him walk by. I don't know if the grunts and the brutes have night vision or very good night vision. So if you pass by them in the dark, whether they'll still see you, or if you stand up in the middle of the corridor in the dark, whether they'll still see you. I'm not even going to try and attempt to try. I'm not going to check, I should say. Just stare at the wall. Stare at this nice stone wall. Listen to the sounds of cockroaches being crunched. Wait for the spooky music to end. Oh, there we go. No, up Daniel. Area 2. Ah, don't want to get me. I got a chair. So this is an area where you'll kind of end up going around in circles a lot of the time.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No, I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
Down there, is he referring to the bottom levels of the dungeon? So we just picked up a chipper. We need something to go along with it in order to get into here. Oh. A grunt spawns as soon as you come in here, so shut the door and hide. They definitely make the grunts and brutes sound very intimidating. Because you can hear them, but you can't look at them. Otherwise they'll see you. Quiet, mice! I'm hiding! So he has gone, and we're gonna wait until the music stops. That's my general rule of thumb for this game. The only area that doesn't really apply is the main hall of the choir. That's probably my least favorite part of this game. And we're safe. You didn't want to go out there and distract him, mice? So we just need to find one more item. Ow! So this is the end goal for this part of the dungeon. Close you.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
But
Someone is coming. Hurry! I'll cover the hole with the bed. Everything will be fine. I promise.
Everything might be fine for her, but it won't be fine for you. So we move this bed. There's a hole here. This is how we're gonna get out this part of the dungeon, but we're still missing a tool. Not down there. I think it was actually in the lower. Whoa, shit! I'm just gonna hide here. Oh, now sanity's now low. I think the dungeons are probably the most nerve-wracking parts, possibly more so than the water parts just because of how long they are. I sure as hell wouldn't want to be stuck down here with all these grunts wandering around. Oh, he's gone. Okay, which way did it come from? No. Yes, Daniel, you're terrified, we know. I'd be terrified too. Oh, here's the other thing we need. Now we combine them together. I guess I'll sand it back up. Top our oil up. Hey, cockroaches. So now we just make our way back to those cells. First, we'll just break into this one. The cell is not completely necessary, it just gets you some oil, and I believe it'll leave that when you do open it, a grunt spawns in. Somewhere. Alright, let's get out of this area. Don't stand over it. There we go. Alright, section 2 of the dungeons. This area is a bit easier and I guess less nerve-wracking than the previous one, but you still gotta be careful. Oh, here's a blocked up wall. We'll just clear this out. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if the grunts can fit in there. Okay, so we have two ways we need to go. We go towards the kitchen, or get out of the way, it's just gonna block me. Towards storage. We need to go towards storage first. I'm not gonna light any of these torches. I do have a lot of tinder boxes. Help yourself. I've got my own stuff to take care of. There's a brute that wanders by.
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
Don't open that door just yet.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop
Altstadt sounds
before my
German.
final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only
Still sounds
inn,
German,
and am now
even
waiting
though
for
we're
the
supposed to
sun
be in
rise.
Prussia.
I try to sleep,
But as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
Yes, they are, Daniel. You found the orb, and that caused all this madness to happen. Area 4.
Soon it will be ready. Let there be enough time.
We'll deal with you soon enough, Alexander. Pick up this jar, which we're gonna need. Lots of tinderboxes. Alright, now we'll make our way back. However...
He escaped? Where is he now?
Ooh, Grunt appears. However, he doesn't actually come down to this room. I'm not sure if that changes on hard, whether they make him more inquisitive. Oop. Not many places to hide in this area. He's not the most inquisitive grunt. So now we got our glass jar. Gotta go to the kitchen! As you can see, that door's been knocked open. I should say this one. Because there is a grunt in here. You open it, he'll see you. But you definitely want to come in here after he opens it, because you find oil, and it's in the box. Also, how's natural light getting down in here? We are way down in the castle. Kitchen. Yeah, this way. Kitchen. Kalina. Kitchen. Gotta wonder how many people were tortured here. They don't really give a number, but it was clearly a lot. So you get this way. Here, close the door.
3rd of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu.
I call to have an engaging
Alexander,
conversation
the
with you.
Baron,
Well,
is
I'm
a
listening.
peculiar but gracious man.
Marco
He
Polo!
seems well versed in worldly matters, and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun
It's not a
sets on
competition.
Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking.
Could the servants have
Alexander
been changed
seems
into the
pleased by my
grunts?
presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
So we just gotta explore this room. Look what we get. And a grunt spawns in. So just hide here. He'll come and smash the door down. He will come into the room a little bit to investigate, but he never comes this far. Smash. Smash. Smash! Smash! So they take 4 swipes to knock down the door. The brutes only take, like, 1, maybe 2 max. He only comes like about a quarter of the way in. It, he, she, I don't know. What gender are the grunts and brutes? And off he goes. Sanity, yellow. Oh, oil's low. Put this sprinkling out. Off he goes. And we're safe. Yeah, you better run! But that's all the time we have for this episode, so I will see you guys in the next part.